and welcome to this special time, a little interview that I did with Ruth Gunn. She didn't come along on one of our courses, but her in-laws lost so much weight that she thought she'd tag on and follow through the course with amazing results. So take a few minutes out and listen to this chat with Ruth. Tell me a little bit about your journey with your diet, perhaps.
I'm turning 43 this year, and I've been a mum for the last 16 years. And I think, if I'm honest, I've put myself on like the back burner and the priority. Yeah. So I hit 40 and I thought, right, okay, I really need to get myself healthy. I was a size 18 and I knew that I was several stone overweight, but like most people with kids, you just don't put yourself in priority. Mother-in-law and father-in-law had obviously started the same diet.
Yeah, so they did Be Healthy Church here, didn't they?
Yes. Yeah, and that was a great success. So that was kind of a motivation. I think when you see somebody else doing it and it works, it's quite motivating, isn't it? I started it April the 1st last year. I think probably the best thing that I did was I didn't put the pressure on myself to lose the total amount. So I just said to myself, right, if I could just lose a stone by the time I get to the summer, then that was my target. So by the time we'd got to the summer, I'd actually lost 3 stone. And then I lost another stone in January. So there's a total of 4 stone.
Wow.
Yeah. So the benefits really, obviously, I'm a lot thinner. So nice size 12, which I'm very happy with. I used to have a lot of headache, used to have muscle pain and low mood, just not really, like, I love running, but because I was overweight, it was a lot of effort, to actually get to the point where you get outside. It was hard, whereas now that I've lost weight, I'm not running to lose weight. I'm running because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think reading the kind of links between the foods and what they can actually trigger in terms of like health conditions, and actually understanding that and actually realizing what I'm eating can actually make it even worse. Yeah. So alongside that, I actually realized that I was going into menopause as well. So that change in my diet helped massively. So getting then the right hormone replacement alongside the correct diet, I think the two have kind of worked together, and it has been a bit of a life changer, which sounds really dramatic.
Yeah. Were you taking any other medications beforehand?
Taking a lot of paracetamol because I had headaches like so much, but I think that was the sugar and just junk, really. I'd have like a really stressful day, so I'd think, right, okay, we'll get takeaway and sit there with crisps and wine and just think, but don't get me wrong, there's still times where we have like, treats and things, but it's in proportion now.
So are you always hungry on this diet? Where you've lost 4 stone, you must have been incredibly hungry at times.
No, because like that first, because we did the phase 1 for the 5 days, and obviously my stomach is smaller now, but in that the very first time we did phase 1, we'd have like sausage and bacon and egg, and the first time we did it, I'd have, say, 2 sausages, and we had fry up every morning that first week. I'd have like maybe like a salad, like a chicken salad or something for lunch, and we had steak for tea, and I just couldn't believe that I could eat these things and I wasn't hungry. No. The caffeine thing, I struggled with that, but now it's not a problem. You know, because you go through like a bit of withdrawal, you know, with it. Yeah, it's just trying to get your mind around the whole, you know, like the things which are full fat is much better than those things which are low in fat, you know,
Yeah.
because the media tells you like that's not the case.
Yeah. So you wouldn't go back to where you were?
No.
And what do you think when you go to eat? Because obviously you get invited out. Well, probably. What happens when you see food and you go to just say a church dinner, you know, where a spread is there? Do you manage to find something that you can eat? Most
of the time, I think what I try and do is I kind of think, do I want meat or do I want like a carb? Am I going to go for like a vegetarian thing and veggies and perhaps some rice or a bit of pasta, or do I want meat? And that's what I try and tell myself. Or if we go out for a meal, that's what I try and do. I'll ask for, say, I'll have that like a really nice burger. We went to a restaurant recently, but I just said, can I not have the bread, you know? And then I asked for a salad and vegetables instead, you know. And it's quite easy to do that, isn't it? I think. Yeah. And I know that you have seen other people in your circle also have lost some weight. How do you encourage people? Do you? I mean, or do they ask you? What have you done? Yeah, I've actually met somebody today for coffee, and I hadn't seen her for beginning of December. And she said, "Wow, you look great." She said, "What have you been doing?" I said, "Actually." Yeah. And I was able to sort of say to her, you know, this is what it is, and she's actually been messaging me this evening and saying, you know, what's the sort of you know, she was asking, is there a recipe book? And I said, yeah. So yeah, I think the best way is, you know, by seeing somebody else that's done it. And yeah. Have you got a before and after photograph? Yeah, losing 4 stone is almost a miracle. So I assume you don't have to lose any more now. You're at a happy weight. Maybe another 10 pound ish. Then that would be the ideal. And you feel that's quite capable. You're quite capable of. Yeah, I think. I mean, Jason and I did phase 1 at the beginning of January to sort of kickstart that bit again. Yeah. And that's when we lost the other stone. So I know that if we did that again, or if we went back to say phase 2, then I know that we could do that. Yeah. So, and finally, how is your husband coping with it? The diet? Yeah, fine. I think his ideal meal would be the steak with so like a rump steak with vegetables and then some Rodder's cream with strawberries. That's like he likes that. It's almost unbelievable that you can lose weight eating food like that, isn't it? Yeah, it's great. So yeah, that's quite a regular meal here. Yeah. Well, strawberries and cream. What can you do? What can you say? Absolutely. Well, fantastic. Thank you for taking the time to chat to us. And pleasure. It will encourage other people to have a go. I'm sure. I hope so. Yeah, it will. Well, that was great. Thanks, Ruth. And if you want to know more, then go to our YouTube channels or Facebook, and you can look at Sally and I doing some of the courses. You can get those books that we talked about. Really good. Join us next time. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye now.